Hi everyone, it's Tammy and I am just now leaving for work and it is Wednesday and I'm feeling all fancy today. I have on a new shirt. It's a little off the shoulder, a little number with the sleeves, so it's kind of weird. You'll have to tell me if it's okay. I actually sent a picture of it to Tanya this morning because I said good morning to her and she was up, so I sent a picture to her and I said, does this look all right? And she said yes. So if it doesn't look all right, we're blaming her. And from the looks of it, I put on some Mimi makeup this morning too. Woo-wee, girl, getting fancy. When I put my glasses on, it won't be so bad though. Some days you just feel like putting stuff on, you know. So, let's see what's going on. I know that yesterday I was kind of crabby on my way to do my stuff after work. And I apologize for that. Sometimes life just gets you down. You guys know how this works. And there's some stuff going on with my son's car. And instead of the $600 that they thought it was going to be, it's going to be like $2,000. And my son being 17, one, doesn't have the money to pay for it, and two, doesn't feel like he should have to. And that's my problem, where I'm going, wait a minute, what do you mean you don't feel responsible for this? And so it's tough, and it's hard being a mom because I want to just take care of it and just do it all and say, okay, just here. But I know that's not the right thing to do. And I don't have $2,000 just laying around waiting to be spent. So I really am not sure what we're going to do. I talked to him a lot last night, and he had to work too, which didn't help because some of our messaging was over text, which is never good. And at one point he said he felt like nobody cares, and so then that hurt my feelings, and then he said his feelings were hurt. So I'm like, well, let's not do this over text because that's not right. I said, there is no way in the world you could ever say that I don't care about you. You are my son, and I love you to pieces. Love you more than anybody in the whole world could possibly love. I mean, you parents know how much you love your kids. And I mean, I know that to a 17-year-old, a car is a huge, big deal. I get that. But then, in one hand, I'm going, well, if it's such a huge, big deal, then you need to make that a priority, too. Because part of the reason that it's not, that it is way more than we thought it was going to be is because he was driving it when he shouldn't have driven it. And Dennis told him not to drive it. And he was living with his dad then, but he drove it anyway. And so that messed up something else. So, if it's truly important to you, then take care of it like you're supposed to take care of it. So that's where I'm kind of going with that on one hand. And then on the other hand, I don't know. I'm a mom and I'm a pushover when it comes to my children sometimes. And I know that it's difficult. Here I am rambling, but this is how I work. I know it's difficult living where we live because I know that a lot of people are given things that, in my opinion, shouldn't be given to them. And I don't believe, and you guys can believe whatever you want, but I don't think it's a good thing to purchase your kid's first car for this very reason. Because unless a kid has ownership in it, they don't take care of it. And I am bad because I gave him my old car. And part of the reason I did that is because their dad gave Katie her first car, which was his old car. So it's not like we're buying new cars. But in this area that we live in, parents actually do that. Parents will go and purchase brand new cars for their children. They will get loans out and give them, as a 16-year-old, a brand new car. Or some of them don't even need a loan. They'll just buy a brand new car. They pay the insurance. They pay for gas. I don't work that way. When I was young, I had to buy my first car. I had to pay for my own insurance. I had to pay for my own gas. Now, when I was in school full time, I didn't have to pay for my insurance. My parents paid for my insurance. But everything else, I paid for. Every once in a while, my parents would give me gas money or something like that, which is fun and fine, and that's okay. But, I mean, my car wasn't anything. But comparatively, my car was like $850. And in today's, that would probably be like a $3,000 car or something. I don't know. It wasn't anything that was fabulous. I wrecked it. And it was my fault when I wrecked it. And insurance would pay for it, but it would make the insurance go up or something like that. So what I did is, my brother said that he would go to the junkyard and see if he could find a new fender for my car, like the side thing. So I had a gray car, and I had it was a shiny gray car, and I had a flat gray panel on my side of my car because that was the only one that he could find that matched. So it was a totally different color. But it was my fault. The accident was my fault, and I didn't want the insurance to go up, so I don't even remember exactly how that worked, but something like that. So I lived with my car being two different colors, and I had plaid seats, and it was not the best car, but I ran it until I couldn't ride it anymore. And then when I needed to get a new car, I was able to get a loan for my second car, but I was at that time 21 probably. And then when I graduated at 22, so I didn't have the red car for very long, but I had to have a car, so I didn't have it for very long. And when I was 22, I traded that in, and I bought a brand new car, which was kind of silly, but I had just graduated. I had just gotten my first real job, and I wanted something cool, so I bought a brand new car, and I drove it off the showroom floor. It was like a very proud moment for me. Now, today, I wouldn't buy a brand new car just because I know that, they depreciate as soon as you take them off the lot. But if that's your thing, that's fantastic. I don't have any problem with that, and I wouldn't ever say anything to anybody for doing anything like that. Actually, I don't say anything to anybody anyway. It's your life, your choices. I mean, life's about choices. Do what you want, and what is good for you is good for you, and it may or may not be the same for me. But when it comes to my kids, I have, some influence and some say as to what is okay, especially when they are still living in my house and are underage, and so the whole entitlement thing just drives me crazy. And I get that, if your friends are all like that, it's hard when you're not like that. And he sees Kaity as having gotten a car, and he doesn't feel like she put any effort into it, and she got a car and she was able to drive around all of high school. And Alex has a car, but he can't drive it. And what he didn't know, he didn't even live with us during this time. What he didn't see was that Katie's car needed a lot of work too, and Dennis spent a lot of time wrenching on it. And Kaity had to buy some of the parts for it, and Kaity had to be involved in some of it. She didn't have to get under the car and wrench on it, which was part of the deal for Alex. When this last thing happened, Dennis said, I can fix it, but you're going to have to at least help me and let me teach you some things. And Alex didn't want to do that. So instead of that, he has to pay the extra money to take it to the shop. And now the shop found this. So it's still at the shop. We still don't know exactly what we're going to do. I need to talk to Alex some more and find out what he's thinking and go from there. But life is complicated. And it's hard to be a parent. And it's hard to adult. And I try to tell my kids that, because, they're still, they're on the verge of being an adult. And I can appreciate them wanting to be older, because I remember being like that. But there's a part of me that just wants to say, just breathe. None of this matters, You don't have a car, you don't have a car. Your mom takes you wherever you need to go. It's okay. I get it, though. I do. He wants to take his girl out and things like that. And, it's hard to do that with mama. Here, I'll take him. So yeah, I get stuff like that. I do, but at the same time, I get the other side too. So that's what's happening in my life right now. That's the biggest craziness. I think I told you about the gorgeous girls. I still haven't stamped with any of them. Yesterday was just crazy. I mean, I got home finally, and then I immediately had to take Alex to work, so I didn't get home until about 5:30, and then I spent about, I don't know, a half an hour or so trying to figure out the menu for the rest of the week, and we have so many leftovers from Easter. We've got to have ham tonight for sure. And then Dennis and I were talking about everything, and it was just getting my head all crazy again. And so I took an hour and I did a project, and I actually did video it so you guys will be able to see it. And then I don't know what I just kind of watched a couple of YouTube videos. I didn't watch very much YouTube at all. I really need a lot. I have a lot to catch up on. It's been probably a good week since I've watched anything substantial. I watch a little bit in the morning when I'm getting ready, but I can only watch like a 15-minute video. Otherwise, I'll sit there for too long. So today I was watching one, but I didn't even get finished. I know Tanya has some videos out there that I want to see. She had some cards that were really pretty. I don't even think I've seen all of her planner videos yet, so I have some catching up to do, because I love to watch everything that Tanya puts out. I watch everything that Beth puts out. I watch, and then I watch most of what some of my other friends put out. I don't watch everything, depending on what it is, but I do watch most of everything that a lot of my other friends put out. So yeah, I have some catching up to do. I was able to watch a Cat and Paws video. She did one on, goodness, I can't remember what it was. Oh, on her weekend. It was an Easter vlog. That was really cute. If you guys haven't seen that, it was neat to see where she kind of grew up, and it was just really cute. Is this the exit that I need? Yes. I've been talking so much, I lost my way to work. So I can get in this fast lane because it's the exit that I need. And I'm going to get a Starbucks today, even though I shouldn't. I didn't stop at Go, and I didn't make any coffee this morning. Didn't let the dog out. I just told Dennis, I am heading. I need you to do the dogs and cats, because I don't have time. And he said, okay, so. He has more time in the morning than I do. He takes more time in the morning than I do, I guess. Like, I can get out of bed. Like, the alarm clock goes off, I'm up. That's just how it works. The alarm clock goes off for him, and he'll put the snooze, and he'll, I mean, I don't know. I can't work like that, and I know a lot of people do, but that is so not me. I've never hit the snooze button. I don't even know how to hit the snooze button. I don't need to know how to hit the snooze button. And lots of times I'm up before the alarm clock. Like today I had the alarm clock set for 5:30, and I was up at like 5:20, which is fine. Sometimes I don't like that because I get up just right before the stupid alarm. Like, why can't I sleep through it or to it? But that's okay. I got up and took my shower, and I had gotten some new clothes, so I was looking at some of those. So yeah, that's where I got this shirt. I got it at JCPenney. So yeah. And I think I ordered some other clothes. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable enough doing a lookbook or whatever, showing you the try-ons. I'm not that gal, so I'm not that cute. Oh, so yeah. got a comment that I think I deleted because it was bizarre. It said, I don't even know why I'm sharing it, but it said something like, "You're fat and I'm 6." And I have no idea. I wanted to say, okay, you seriously need some manners. But when I looked at the thing, she had like a picture of something as her profile picture, and she's on YouTube making a fairly, I mean, it was a sentence or two at 5 typed. I really don't know. I'm like, more like 26 and just being mean, so whatever. So I think I deleted it. I don't know. I was on my iPad and all it could do is it hide notifications, so I did that. So I don't know if that hit it for everybody or just for me. And it was an older video, so it's really not even a huge big deal. And I wouldn't really even care if I left it, just that I thought it was inappropriate because I don't want meanness on my channel. So I didn't respond. I just hit it, but I need to remember to see if I could go in and actually delete it and block that madness, because I don't need that kind of stuff. Nobody needs that. Ain't nobody have time for that. So what else? Today is a busy day at work. I have a 4-hour meeting followed by a 2-hour meeting, and then earlier today I have a half an hour meeting. I think I have a meeting at 9:30, and then I have a 10 which goes until 2, and then I have a 2 until 3:30, and then I think I'm done. But when your day is filled with meetings like that, it's so hard. It just wears me out. And both of my 4-hour meeting and my 2-hour meeting are with my boss and a lot of my peers, and I feel like I should be there. I mean, I'm going to be there for the long one, but for the shorter one, I think I'm just going to take it from my office, because there's a conference line and there's a ton of people on it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just haven't decided yet. I'll have to figure that out. So I'm almost at Starbucks. So I guess I will let you guys go, and I will talk more later. Hopefully I'm not so crabby today. Bye, guys. Alrighty. Leaving work again. And it's hot. I don't know how hot it is, because it says that I need to change my oil. That doesn't tell me how hot it is. I'm gonna turn on the air though. Whew. So let's see here. I posted my crabby vlog this morning. I'm sorry, this is the crazy road. Bumpity bump bump, bumpity bump bump. Bumpity bump bump bump. So I have to go pick up my husband because he has a doctor's appointment today, and his brother drove him to work. So yeah, he's so funny with doctor's appointments and stuff. He likes me to go with him. I, on the other hand, want everyone away from me when I go to the doctor's appointment. I don't want anybody to go with me. So different, you know. One of my employees is behind me. That's kind of funny. Oh, he's turning though. Ugh. No, I don't know if I want to get behind Mr. Slowpoke up here. I'll see if I can pass him. Sorry, trying to see what I can do here. Whew. So let's see. Today has been a day of meetings. And I know I told you guys yesterday in that vlog that I downloaded 72 books this year or something like that. Something absolutely insane. And I think I failed to mention that I downloaded them, like I buy them on my iPad. I use the Kindle app on Amazon, and you can, not just me, if you guys have that, and if you don't have that, if you have an iPad, I would highly suggest it because it seems like a great deal to me. But like I can get like a series of books or a box set of books on Kindle for 99 cents, and there's a ton of them, and there's these cozy mysteries that are just supposed to be like not too bloody or gory, or kind of just easygoing mysteries that are easy reads, and they're fun, and I don't know, probably a lot of people can get them done in a couple of sittings. I take a month or more to read them. Actually, I've been doing well. That's not true. I just finished one today at lunch. I had 5 pages left. I read a little bit at night and I just couldn't finish it. So like I woke up at 2 and read a little bit, and then I ended up falling asleep before I was over. And then this morning when I woke up to go to work, I actually had kind of forgotten that I only had that little bit to go. And then when I remembered it, I thought, ooh, I'm going to try to finish it today at work. And I was able to do that when I took some lunch, which was good, because that only took 5 minutes or whatever. So that was good, and it was a cute book. I mean, I like those kinds that are real easy and light, and it's a whodunit though. I mean, you're kind of going, what? Who did it? You're trying to solve it, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. So I appreciate those books, and yeah, I finished one today, and I'm going to probably start another one when I'm waiting for my husband. Why I have to go is still beyond me, but okay. And I'm drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I never drink Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's actually quite enjoyable. It's not one of my favorite drinks. Like I wouldn't say, oh yeah, but at lunch today we had a meeting that went from, well, it was all day, it seemed like, from 10 to 2, almost 2. And so lunch was brought in, and after that meeting is when I finished my book, because it didn't go until 2 and the next meeting started at 2. So anyway, I got a Diet Dr. Pepper there because lunch and drinks were brought in, and it was like different kinds of drinks, and I thought, oh, that sounds kind of good. So I got myself a Diet Doctor. And I had ice at work, but I don't have ice anymore, so it's just warm pop, which isn't the best, but it's better than nothing. It'll wet your whistle. So I have been downloading, I like tons of mysteries. I also love cookbooks, so sometimes I'll download cookbooks. I still like having the hard version of cookbooks though, for whatever reason. And I tell myself that it's a pain in the butt to store them, and it's a pain to have to move them if you move. But I don't know, there's something about having the hard copy of books. So I just ordered an Amish recipe book yesterday, so I'm kind of excited about that too. I'd like to see what that, or the day before yesterday, I don't know which day I did it, but this week I just ordered one. Make sure I can get over. Goodness. Because I had that Amish bread and it was so good, so I'm kind of excited to see what I can do with the Amish cookbook. And then what else? Tons of mysteries. So like I think I was saying, like there's some sets that you can get books 1 through 8 for 99 cents. And then some of them, you know, it might be the first book is 99 cents and then the next book is $2.99 or $3.99 or something, but the books are never very expensive. I did spend $30 on 10 books but they all had kitty cats. So, I know I'm crazy, but it was 1 through 10 of, and it was 27 something for books 1 through 10 of this series, and it had something about a cat, and all of the books that I saw had great stars, like 4.5 stars for each of them, and I thought, you know what, I would waste $30 today anyway, so why don't I get something that I can read? So I got those. So I do need to read more, and I'm kind of excited about that. So at least right now, that's what I'm on board for. So I did finish that one, and I did read I don't know if you can call it reading a cookbook, but I look at them from front to back, and I read multiple recipes, and I consider it reading. So I read a cookbook, but I don't write those down as like a book that I read this month. And I'm also reading a dog training book. I started on that, and I'm almost done with that. I kind of have read it all through, and then I'm using it as I go. So that's a kind of a cool book. Sorry, I don't mean to be contagiously yawning. So that was kind of neat. But I'm going to start another mystery, and I think I'm going to do, I believe that the book that I just finished was 1 in a 3 series books. And so I think I'll just finish that series. I'll do 2 and then 3, I think. But I'm not sure yet if that was right. But if it is right, then that's what I'll do. If it's not its own series, if it's just one book and done, then I'll probably start a book that is a series. And I'm trying to go back to like some of the older books that I purchased so that I can read those first. It doesn't really matter on your Kindle though. They're all in there and they all just show up. But I don't know, it's kind of nice to read back then. So my favorite books are mysteries, and I like cookbooks, of course, and I like self-help books, like mostly Christian based. Like I love Joyce Meyers, Beth Moore. I don't think I've read anything by Joel Osteen, but I do like him. He's a little, this is going to sound awful maybe, but he's a little too good for me. Like, I don't mean like I don't deserve it. I mean like he's so positive and so, you know, I guess I'm just not that sweet. I do like his books, or I like him, but I don't know that I could sit and read a whole book. I think I would be like, oh my gosh, I think I would be hard on myself because I don't do the things that maybe he does. And maybe I'm wrong. I haven't read a book, so I could totally be off track. But that's the way I picture him, because he's always so great and positive, and I think, oh man. So yeah, I mean, like Joyce Meyer and Beth Moore, they can get it real and they can say, yeah, this, you know, I did something really dumb, or, you know, they can make fun of themselves. And I'm sure Joel can too. I probably don't even know what I'm talking about, so don't take my word for that. But, well, it looks like this lane ends. I guess I should get over. But yeah, that's just the way I see him because I get like his daily things, and they're all positive and happy, and which is fabulous. I mean, isn't that what I want? So I guess I probably just don't know what I'm talking about, and I should just try it and see. And I might have one of his books in my library, but I'm not in the mood to read one of those right now. I'm in the mood to read more mysteries, so that's what I'll be doing. I also love James Patterson. He's a fun, easy read. I like Dean Koontz sometimes. He's a little bit off sometimes, but he had this book called Beach Road, I think. It was one of my favorite all-time books. And another one called From the Corner of His Eye. Oh, love those books. No, I think Beach Road was probably Patterson. From the Corner of His Eye was Dean Koontz. And who else do I like? I do not like Stephen King. I am scared to death of clowns, thanks to It. And then that new movie that's coming out, Tracy, stop with the clowns. I do not like them, said Sam I Am. And what else? What other books do I like? Romances every once in a while, but I don't like the real gory, the real, oh, what's the word? promiscuous, provocative, X-rated-y. I don't get into that. That's not my style. I don't like that at all. So, like, just sweet love stories, like Nicholas Sparks romance kind of love stories. Nicholas Sparks is awesome. I like those kinds. Yeah, and that's about it, actually. That's probably covers it as to my favorite books. And I have a book, it's the Story Bible. I don't know what it's exactly called, but it's something like that, that is supposed to be the Bible in a story form. And I have tried to get into that, and I have failed. And it's been a few years, so I need to try that again, because I do think it would be really good for me to know more of the Bible stories. We just didn't learn a lot of those when I was younger. Even in Sunday school and stuff, and I even taught Sunday school. But at a Catholic school, we hardly even opened the Old Testament. I know that's awful. I didn't go to a Catholic school, but that's what I taught when I did the Bible studies. Not Bible studies. Sunday school. I didn't do Bible study. Actually, that's not true. I've done Bible study too. And I'd love to do more of that. Actually, my husband and I were just talking about that, because we have something, it's not called small group at this church, but it's something like that, where like a small group of people, 8 to 10 people, meet and you discuss whatever was discussed on Sunday, but you do it in a little more detail. Like in this case, the preacher will give a 10-minute sermon, and he records them all on DVDs, and he does it for like a series of, I don't know, 7 weeks or however many weeks the series is. I think this particular one is 6 weeks. So an hour-long DVD, but it's broken into 10 minutes, and so you watch 10 minutes, and then you guys all talk about it, and then the next week you meet and you do the same thing. So I don't know, maybe my husband and I will do something like that. I tell you what, though, we get tired when we get home from work, and I'm sure that we're not the only ones. And then sometimes with Alex having to do whatever he needs to do and doesn't have a car right now, which is a whole nother story, as I told you guys this morning. So just pray for us if that's something that you do, or think about us, or say happy thoughts, or think happy things, because we could use it. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking or where he's going with his ideas about what he needs to do in the future, but some, just some happy thoughts would be appreciated. So with that note, I'm going to sign out. I'm here waiting for my hubby, and I need to let him know that I'm here. So I will talk with you soon. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, guys, good morning. I had to drop my husband off at work today, so that's a long story, and it's not very pleasant, so I'm just going to skip on by that. Oh, sometimes men just make you crazy. What is the deal? Holy cow, I wish you guys had seen that. Oh my gosh. People are ridiculous. I'm in a parking lot, and this person... It's not been a great morning. So I have my pooch with me in the back, so that's nice. I'm working from home this morning because, or actually today, because I have to take my son to the doctor.
700 feet, turn left onto North Pennsylvania Street.
At 12:30. So luckily...
Turn left onto North Pennsylvania Street, then keep right on East 116th Street.
Luckily, I got up early this morning at 2 o'clock and was working on some stuff for work that I needed to get done. I thought I was preparing myself to have a little bit of free time this morning. And then, unbeknownst to me, my husband comes upstairs at 7 and says he needs me to take him to work or follow him because he has to take his car in or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Keep right on East 116th Street, then turn right onto US 31 North.
I feel like right now, like anytime he knows that I have a free second, he sucks the life out of it.
Turn right onto US 31 North.
Which probably is really bad, but it's true. It's awful. Like, goodness gracious, I get a free second to just do something that I want to do, and sucks the life out of it. So anyway, I am about 10 minutes away from Hobby Lobby, and it opens in 10 minutes. Coincidence? Some may say. Of course, I have my pooch with me, so I'm not going to be able to shop for very long.
In 2.9 miles, keep right toward 146th Street and 151st Street.
I was even kind of thinking that I might try to do Beth's challenge of go in there and just get one thing that's on my list. So here is my challenge, and we'll see. I might do this as a separate video, but we'll see. I'm looking for the small floral washi tape that I got because Tanya couldn't find any at hers. So I want to see if I can find some so I can send it to her. And I want to see what is on sale with the Easter stuff. So that's not really fair because I don't really have a set number of items, and that's kind of the challenge. And I don't want to just make myself just be able to get one item, only because I haven't been to Hobby Lobby for a while and I don't know what I'd get. Now I wish I had thought about this challenge before, because one time I went, I only got 2 things. One of them was the washi. That would have been a nice win for the challenge, but I think I'm setting myself up for failure if I say I just want to get that washi tape today. So it's hard. I know that's part of the challenge though, and my windows are down a little bit because, like I said, I have my poochie pooch with me. I don't know if you can see him. He's laying down. He's being a good boy. He loves to go bye-bye in the car. Oh, and there's a Chick-fil over here. We call it Chick-fil instead of Chick-fil-A. I don't even think about it most of the time, but I did this time. I know that it's Chick-fil-A, but we call it Chick-fil because there was someone that we knew that he thought that it said Chick-fil. He was my ex-boyfriend's dad.
Keep right toward 146th Street and 151st Street.
And it was hilarious because he was like, well, we need to go to Chick-fil. And Mike, my ex-boyfriend, is like, what? It was so funny.
Keep right toward 146th Street and 151st Street.
It was almost one of those things that you had to be there, but it was hilarious.
Keep right on 146th Street.
Okay. Wasn't sure exactly which way I needed to go, so I plugged it in. That's one of the nice things about the GPS. There's an Abuelo's Mexican restaurant. I know I've seen those other places.
Right on 146th Street.
But I've never been to one, and it looks
in a quarter
really
mile,
good.
continue along this road.
I enjoy some Mexican. So can I go straight here? How about that? That's new. We weren't able to do that before.
Continue along this road.
I guess this truck didn't know that you could do that either. And so she just stops right there, right next to me. Just stops. What is that? Doesn't have a turn signal on. Now she's going straight. Oh my word. People are insane. So yeah, she doesn't have her turn signal on. I think she wants to go straight. She's in a turn lane, so she's going to wait for all of us to go. And then she's going to go straight, I have a feeling. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what she did.
In 900 feet, take a slight right turn onto East Greyhound Pass.
Which is fine. We've all done things that were kind of, we took the wrong road or whatever and we needed to switch it out. But people are just so strange. I don't just stop in the middle of the road. In one of my comments, someone said that she'd lived in 13 states and driven in like 38 or something, and that Indiana is one of the worst. And I hate that for our state because that's an awful thing. And I know that according to Tanya, and her sons said that they did some research on it, her son did, and they said that Utah is like the worst and the insurance is the highest, and because people can't drive there. I'm just going to do a pull through right here. So I'm like, oh my goodness. We both live in states that are horrible drivers, apparently. So it looks like I have 4 minutes left before it opens. So, yay, let me entertain you. This is not my normal Hobby Lobby, but it is a Hobby Lobby nonetheless. So, gosh, should I do the challenge or should I not? I should go in and see what's there and then come back out and say I'm going to do the challenge. That's cheating. Here's the thing. I don't really need anything. But I know myself, and if the stuff is on sale, so I wonder if I should challenge myself to, is it fair if I say only purchase stuff that is on sale? Because that's normally my norm anyway, so that's probably not a challenge either. So I guess I'm just not going to accept the challenge for this particular. I will do the challenge sometime. Just not, I don't know. I'm still thinking. I mean, it's supposed to be hard. That's why it's a challenge. Well, and I could fail the challenge, I suppose. Okay. I think I will hang up on this vlog. And I will start a new vlog and announce the challenge. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, so the challenge was accepted and accomplished. You'll have to watch it to see if you agree. I was thinking about stopping at Chick-fil-A and getting myself a yummy chicken breakfast sandwich, but the line is so long, I just am not going to do it. I need to get back home. Maybe I will stop somewhere else, or maybe I'll just go home. I'm not sure. 11% rebate on everything at Menards. That's interesting. I'm hot. I'm going to turn on the air. I know that I have some windows down in the back, but I'm already mean and ugly. I don't like being mean, haughty, and ugly. I like to say that. So, yeah. I think that was a success. So, yay. guess I just told you that you had to watch, and then I tell you anyway. Hopefully I'll get them posted this week. Internet was faster for a little bit, and then now it's back to being slow again. I don't get it. I don't know why they're like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. That's a pet peeve. There are a million pet peeves. It's not really a pet peeve. That's just a frustration. Because it's not anything I can control. And it's annoying. For a little bit. For about a week. And I pay for the fastest internet you can get. And for about a week, it was doing pretty well. I was impressed. Wasn't Tanya's internet fast. Her internet at work is fast. And it wasn't that fast, but it was still way faster than it is now. And then starting yesterday, and it was weird because we had a power outage. I was actually taping, doing something. I was making something, and we had a power outage, and ever since then, it's been slow again. So I don't know. I think that they're messing with this. I think Big Brother is, and he probably sees that I use a lot of data, a lot of internet, so, but I pay for it. That's the thing. I pay for it. So what do you care? I pay $500 a month on internet and cable. So they can figure this out. That's way too much. And I use AT&T, and now I'm going to start ranting on that, but I don't know. We have Uverse. We've talked about going to Xfinity. What do you guys think? What do you guys have? Do any of you live in central Indiana and have an idea for anything that would be good, or in Indiana even? Because I know it's different places you go, so it's really hard to judge. But like, they are touting Xfinity right now around my neighborhood. They've been coming around and whatever. And I don't know if it's because we also got a notice that we're getting fiber in the area, but I don't know who the vendors are yet that are going to be hooked up to the fiber. So I hate to switch to Xfinity to find out that they don't have fiber and AT&T does, or whatever. And AT&T probably will, because at least in my area, my neck of the woods, they are a top player. So I would say that the likelihood of them having fiber is grand. There's another Walgreens right there, and I was just trying to see if it's closed. It looks like it's open. They're closing Walgreens left and right. There's one that I passed, and it was closed. It's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. So if any of you guys have any idea or any help with that, I would listen. Now, I like that it's all included. Well, it's not. I pay separately for internet and cable, and then I pay separately for our cell phones and our house phone. So I think the internet and cable includes the house phone too. So the $500 a month includes internet, cable, house phone. And we don't even get the highest cable. We have Uverse, and I think the highest is Uverse 400, and I think we have 300. Only because my husband loves cable. I'll tell you what, I need to get rid of my husband. That'll get rid of I won't have to have that big cable bill. I won't have to get aggravated by taking him so many places. I'm kidding. Sometimes. Sometimes you think though, gosh, doing it alone, I could do it more efficiently and equally as well. Maybe not better, but sometimes better. Hear better, even though I didn't say better. It's okay. I try to think of the big picture whenever I get frustrated like that. So I said I woke up at 2, and I worked until about 6:40, and then I went back upstairs, and I'm sure I was asleep by 6:45, and then Dennis comes up at 7. Why I oughta... I mean, I was just going to sleep for a little bit, so I mean, it's not like he woke me up from, you know, a grand sleep. But he did wake me up, which is frustrating because I don't get a ton of sleep. So don't wake me up. Just don't. So anyway, I have about 3 hours. No, oh, I need to call the school and tell them to let Alex out early. I guess I should do that. And then I think we're going to go to lunch after his appointment. And then I need to get back to work. So yeah, that's my day. And then I think tonight, hopefully I'll have some Happy Mail to open. And I also need to do some card videos, some tutorials. So yeah, that's my day. So hopefully you guys have a good day. This might be the end of this vlog, so I will check out. Peace out. I cracked myself up. Love you guys. Bye.